pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott being chased out left. And he goes out right around the 39. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 39, Prescott eluding the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another
touchdown. It's caught at the 1. Alvin Kamara, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man, Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
First down, Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
6-0 our score after 1. Quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Winston flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Winston to throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Prescott forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. A first down throw for Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Final play of the half. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On third down, Winston. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation.
but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Jameis now on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Winston now from the 50. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On third down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Prescott now from the 50. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the fourth quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jameis to throw it. On the check down, he finds Kamara. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 44, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Dak. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A 10th carry for Kamara. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there.